Hello everybody, welcome to the Workplace Scientifics YouTube channel. I'm Dave Lombardi, the Chief Executive Officer of this company. And as this is our first video, I just wanted to give you an overview of ultimately who we are, what we do, and hopefully what you'll get from looking at the content in our channel. So we as a business, Workplace Scientifics, we was established 2020, myself and my business partner set this company up. And over the last sort of 5 years or so, we have helped numerous customers, numerous clients with their occupational hygiene needs. Appreciate some of you in the room might not have come across the term occupational hygiene before. So ultimately what we do is perform risk assessments. We perform risk assessments, we look at controlling exposure to chemical, physical and biological agents in the workplace. And one of the reasons we do that, our why, if you want to call it that, is I'm sure you can appreciate, just like you do, we want your employees to go home healthy, fit, just as they arrived. And when we talk about occupational hygiene, one of the big things is that occupational hygiene actually fits under the health and safety banner. Before I do sort of jump into a few elements around that, let me please break down what we mean by health and safety. So health and safety as a concept is usually banded together. But in actual reality, health and safety are two completely opposite ends. I may start off talking about safety. So usually when we talk about safety risks, it tends to be something that will happen immediately. The consequence is usually immediate. So if you trip or fall, you'll hurt your knee, sprain your ankle, that kind of thing. The effect is ultimately immediate. When it comes to the health side of things, the health elements, those are typically what we refer to as a foreseeable risk. So if you're exposed to a chemical agent in the workplace, certainly from an adverse health effect in terms of long-term effects, they may not be seen or experienced for a number of years in the future. So when we talk about the health side of things, we are looking at the potential long-term impact of that exposure. Another way I want to explain what occupational hygiene is, and probably maybe the easiest way, is that everyone seems to have heard of occupational health, especially the larger organisations out there will tend to have an occupational health department. Now, occupational health is all around the medical end of looking after your employees. So it is your lung function test, it's your hearing test, those kind of things. But if I said again, occupational health is the medical bit, occupational hygiene is all around the technical end. It's the assessment, it's the risk assessments looking at those associated issues. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an overview, ladies and gentlemen, what occupational hygiene is. As we go through the videos, we'll give a bit more in-depth understanding and information out about those. So us as a company and ultimately what we do, let me break it down if I may. So we, as I said a few times, we conduct risk assessments. We look at what those potential risks are in that workplace related to occupational exposures, so workplace noise assessments, looking at everything around COSHH, so the exposure monitoring around chemical agents, the control measures around LED systems. We also look at and have a focus on not just identifying, but quantifying what that exposure looks like. And then the final one, so there's three elements to this, ladies and gents. We look at what the associated risks are, we look at identifying what those risks are, and then ultimately quantifying and then controlling. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a roundup, because the purpose here is all around controlling exposure. And by controlling exposure, as I'm sure some of you in the room will recognize, a lot of the HSE regulations always start with the same word, and that same word is control. So we look to, as I say, identify the associated risks, quantify what they are, and then control. Now, ladies and gents, I'm only supposed to be doing a quick overview, so hopefully that gives you a quick introduction to who we are. Please subscribe to our channel and, of course, get the information and guidance you need moving forward.